Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Hey guys, Stephen Apple from Apple Fortune. Creating fortunes for the future. Today's date is the 31st of January 2023, and in the end of the month, and already, of course, the first month of the year. And right outside here in Auckland, it is raining again after Friday's big downpour and flood in most of Auckland City. Nevertheless, we are in the mode of what it's called the floodgates of glory, although it may not sound appropriate, but that is what I sort of call this moment, unique moment of time, where we are, the floodgates of glory. So today's project, I think we're going to talk about cryptocurrencies, as you can see right here in front of me. That amazing sort of currency has come and sort of taking over. Now, it's not necessarily taking over, but I'm going to base it from Bitcoin. Let's study the chart for a little while. And if we look at it quite closely, we can see since the beginning of January, all the way down here. Hold on, let me bring up a better chart. Hopefully do see a better view. Lines up there to give you a better idea. What is happening at this point in time with cryptocurrencies? You have a look for cryptos, and we're really just looking at Bitcoin to give us a bit of a guidance once again where everything is sort of heading with cryptocurrencies. And as we're waiting for this to load, here we go. Now we'll bring up cryptocurrencies because that's the ultimate sort of dictator with the cryptocurrencies sort of market. Get them out of the way. We're just loading up the chart for cryptocurrencies for Bitcoin. Sorry, we're trying to bring up the charts just to give you a bit of what's happening in the bigger world of cryptocurrencies. Okay, here we go. We got now Bitcoin up at 22,000 US, and it's the chart that we are really sort of interested in. What is the chart showing us, which is far more important? It will give us a sort of a clear picture where cryptocurrency is at this point of time and where we are predicting where it's going into the future. It's the future we're really sort of looking into, but we're using some of these local data or today's datas or a few days ago or the beginning of the year to give us some sort of strong reference, even though cryptocurrency has dropped a little bit today and has gone up this week up to nearly $24,000 so far. When it's down 22,000, but let's look at a bigger picture so it can give us a better indication, and that's today's trading, of course. Let me take us, say, 7 days ago to give us a clear picture. 1 month ago, I think 1 month ago, it's a better view support line, just to give us some reference. Now, these reference points, they're just there to guide us and give us some sort of sense as where cryptocurrency could be heading. I'm just using some of these graphs, drag that down a bit further, and we'll notice it has been there before. Hold on, let me take the chart a bit further. 1 year ago, give us a bit more reference. As you can see, a year ago, that's where it was. It has been there before, and according to reference that we got right now, it is down, of course. This is 7 days ago. We're just giving you some reference points, not to be scared of what's happening. Now, that's the support line, and of course, it's crossed the path right down past the support line. Let's give us a reference on our resistant line. Remember, these are just reference points, perfectly accurate in any sense, but it will give us some sort of understanding where it is at the moment. That's 7 days chart, a month chart, and very similar sort of factors emerging quite strongly. We throw up a support, our resistant line. Resistant lines is where it hits mainly the top ridges or the top peaks, if you wish. Move that one over there. 1 month chart. Let's throw out some support line. Now, these reference points, as I said, they're there to give us some sort of reference, not to be fearful of what's happening. And as you can see, the resistant is gradually being uptrend. And that's what you need to see. There's an uptrend and it will continue. And of course, since the beginning of the year 2023, the support and the comfort of the people has returned. Thank God for that. Because you can see, as soon as 2023 came in, remember these are the dates, the 5th, 17th. It's amazing that trend has arisen. But of course, as people invest in anything, they're going to take out some profits. For example, there's a high peak here where people bought a lot, or some of the institution or some of the rich people bought in. Somebody took out some profits from there, and of course, as this gradually going to trend upwards, people are sort of taking profits also. They're just being cautious, taking some profits in case it continues to drop. But of course, that's not always the case. We've seen it here. It dropped as people took some profit out to enjoy, or probably got a bit fearful and took some out. At the same here. Those are reference points that we can only show you today, where cryptocurrencies are heading, and we're using Bitcoin to give us that reference point. Not to be fearful, because at the end of the day, if we look at it, the whole picture, 3 years ago chart, that's where we are at this point of time. And that's where it's been, and that's where we believe it's going to head up to the future. And these are the exciting part. And if we purchase now down this low, we can't say speculate. We can sort of confidently say that cryptocurrency is here to say there's so much happening in the cryptocurrency world, that it can't be faulted. Well, now, what I was going to talk about today is really about these opportunities that we have right now. You already see in the chart what dictates it all. Let me take us back a year ago. Cryptocurrency, I mean Bitcoin, it's showing us that trend. So we go back to choosing a coin to purchase. I mean, you can pick anyone that are losers, for example. They're showing in the red. Just pick any of them, and I guarantee you, while they're in the red, those are the best time to buy. You don't want to buy anything that's too high in price. According to what Bitcoin is showing here, it's down. It's relatively, it's sort of saying, hey guys, buying time. Get some for yourself, because the cryptocurrency market is on a uptrend. That's a bull market, not a bear market, but a bull market. We've already had the bear market, as you have seen with cryptocurrencies, with Bitcoin. It drove the price down all the way to where it is today. And if we show you some support line, we'll give you some reference, give you some support line. It's been like that since, oops, there we go, since middle of 2016. And the support line shows that cryptocurrency has been trending upward, even though we had that high peak and it dropped in recent time. It doesn't matter. Everything that comes down always seems to go up. And that's the beauty of any market, not just cryptocurrencies, but any market that we are tracking. Everything that goes up, it comes down. Now, this is 7 days ago. The trend is still strong. If we took this line, the resistance line is still trending up pretty high. And of course, but if we took the line from these low peaks, it still shows trending a high trend, even though it's crossed the support line at this point. Let me take us back a bit further. Even though it's crossed at this point a little bit, it doesn't matter. The point is, you're looking at something that could be leading you into the future, especially this trend bit here. That's showing a good, strong trend. People taking up some profit, which is common in any case. People like to take things out so they can enjoy a bit of profits and buy things for themselves. Again, come back to looking for something to purchase. I think this is one of the great time. And this particular website, Coin Market Cap, gives us top gainers and losers. I've been looking favorably at the losers at this point of time, with a higher percentage of loss. So if we click on it, it should give us a bit of an indication how far it has dropped, and see if there's a point that we can buy into this particular coin. Okay, that's today. Let's do some analytical sort of process. That's today. Now let's look at 7 days ago. It has been going down since a month ago, and has been trending up pretty good since then, except for this point, which was around about the 24th, 25th, and it has been coming down since. It will recover. We strongly believe that, I think. And these are just people taking out profits from all the way back when it started trending. All these products. Now this particular one, LDO, I'll be just waiting for a little while, I guess, before we make a purchase call on that. We're going to need to see some sort of recovery a little bit, or you can speculate and just purchase that at where it is at this point of time. And if it reaches around about where it has been before, then of course you can consider taking your profit. Otherwise, just let it roll. Because according to long term, it looks pretty good. This is this particular case. Oh no. Would rephrase that purchase order. I would let this one go. I'll just let this one roll for a little while and don't consider purchasing. Now let's look at another one to give us some more reference point. I wouldn't touch that one for now. Well, here's one that's just come up. Flow. Let's check that one out. And this is just some way you can gather or utilize charts to give us indication which coin is possibly going to give you that sort of return. And purchasing is probably one of those times that can be difficult when to buy in. And this one here is very similar like the other coin that we just showed you a moment ago. They tend to be following sort of each other. Let's go look for another one. We go back to our main page and go and have a look at the next one. Then you're just generally going through each one until one shows a pretty good sort of indication that is sort of best time to buy. Again, this is very similar. Let's look at a year ago. A year ago, it has been trending down. I would definitely not look at that one for now. And we keep searching. Analytically, this is the process. You're trying to just research what's to purchase. Just using simple graphs and see what point of time to get in and purchase one for yourself. Again, it's showing exactly the same sort of trend, and it all seems to be following each other. Look at a year ago, it showed a bit of movement, just as we have noticed, at the beginning of 2023. This momentum will continue because at this point of time, it's just people taking out profits and a bit of cautious at the same time. Because if you notice all the way back here, 2023, when it came nearly the end of the month, this is a month of how much activity it has been with all cryptocurrency, not just this particular one. And of course, people are just taking out, being cautious, like normal human beings. Let me take you to this chart. It's a bit better. A month ago, 1 year. It gives a bit more reference. That's all I'm trying to point at. It's not showing me what I want to see. But there we go. That's a bit better. At this point, 2023, still not a good reference. Sorry. I want to put you wrong. Notice 2023, the year 2003 came, crypto all of a sudden recovered. And that's common. When people or any product that sort of rises, people make a lot of money. And at this point, let's have a closer look at here again to give us that reference point again. People will take profits, and these are people just taking profit. Also, bear in mind this is the 31st of January. People have sort of been cautious that things might happen because at the end of the month. So generally, that's basic human nature. They tend to follow, say a month pattern. They take out profits and they come back in the market again when it's settled a bit lower. And again, and as we share these with you, we're sharing it just to give you ideas which coin to purchase at this point of time. Any one of them, they're classic. Any one of them, they're absolute classic to purchase at this time because they're, as you can see, they're all coming down because of that fact. People take out profits to go and enjoy themselves. That's not the end of the world, but you just got to choose which coin you want to purchase and go with it. Things are recovering pretty fine, and I'm sure that, as my statement has been stated, that the stock market has never seen a rebound. So this is going to be a rebound of the century from the cryptocurrencies or any other currencies that we trade commonly on the stock market. But anyway, this is Stephen Arthur from Live for Fortune. It is raining heavily. We might be getting into another flood, perhaps in Auckland. But nevertheless, that's the floodgates of glory. Thank God for the rain. We love you. God loves you. And we'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.